The executive of Barbados' largest public sector trade union is threatening national shutdown after talks with the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation over the dismissal of workers who had reached the age of 60 ended in a stalemate. After a meeting on July 1st, chaired by Minister of Industry, International Business, Commerce and Small Business Development, Donville Innes, the National Union of Public Workers indicated that nothing had changed. The Barbados Investment and Development Corporation sent home 13 people, 10 of whom is retired, as it invoked its right under the Statutory Board's Pension Act to retire officers reaching the age of 60. Two of the other three had indicated that they wanted to retire by August, while the other was not appointed in a post. The union's acting General Secretary Roslyn Smith said, "There has been no agreement on either side, therefore the union will seek some form of industrial action." Meantime, Minister Ennis insisted that he was satisfied with the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation's board and said they acted in a very humane manner in retiring the workers. Jamaica's Minister of State in the Ministry of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining, Julian Robinson, says $200 million has been invested in various renewable energy initiatives that will come on stream by the end of next year. Among the projects are the $45 million expansion of the Wigton Wind Farm in Manchester and the recent signing of the $47 million financing agreement with WRB Enterprises and the Overseas Private Investment Corporation for the development of a 20-megawatt solar plant in Yorktown, Clarendon. Robinson says the government's focus on renewable energy solutions is well placed. He said reliable energy sources have revealed that alternative energy technologies such as wind, solar, and electrical storage continue to gain ground in 2014, with solar in particular capturing almost 50% of all global investments in clean energy, which grew to over $310 billion in 2014. Wigton Wind Farm is the largest wind energy facility in Jamaica and the English-speaking Caribbean, providing more than 100 million kilowatt hours of electricity to the grid on an annual basis. Robinson pointed out that when the new 24 megawatts generating plant comes on stream in early 2016, it will increase renewable energy input into the grid by 2%. Law enforcement officials in Antigua and Barbuda have nabbed 3 non-nationals in an operation that also netted over 230 pounds of cannabis and more than 49 kilos of cocaine. The cannabis, which was found in crocus bags, has an estimated street value of over 2.3 million EC dollars, while the wholesale value of the sealed packages of cocaine is over 1.7 million EC dollars. The suspected smugglers, 2 Jamaican men and a Vincentian man, are now facing drug charges. They were held early Wednesday morning when personnel from the Office of National Drug and Money Laundering Control Policy conducted an operation in the rural Mountjoy community. Cuba is the first country in the world to eliminate mother-to-child HIV transmission, the World Health Organization announced. Officials say it shows that an end to the AIDS epidemic is possible, and they expect more countries to seek validation from the World Health Organization. The country was also the first to eliminate mother-to-child transmission of syphilis. Eliminating transmission of a virus is one of the greatest public health achievements possible, Dr. Margaret Chan, the WHO Director General, said in a Tuesday press release. This is a major victory in our long fight against HIV and sexually transmitted infections and an important step towards having an AIDS-free generation. The WHO and the Pan American Health Organization began to work with Cuba and other countries in 2010 to eliminate mother-to-child transmission of HIV and syphilis. An estimated 1.4 million women with HIV become pregnant worldwide every year, the WHO reported. And if they are untreated, they have a 15% to 45% chance of transmitting the virus during pregnancy, labor, delivery, or breastfeeding. But when antiretroviral medicines are given to mothers and children, the risk drops to slightly more than 1%. And the Organization of the Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, has joined the growing list of bodies condemning the expulsion of Dominicans of Haitian descent from the Dominican Republic. OECS leaders who met in Grenada on Monday for the 61st OECS Authority meeting expressed alarm that among the thousands expelled or forced through private pressure to leave their homes in the Dominican Republic were women and children. New OECS Chairman, Grenada's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell said, "We have already spoken out forcefully from day one. All the Caribbean countries spoke out strongly against the initiative by the Dominican Republic, and the President was there." The OECS head said they were deeply concerned that the mass migration would lead to a humanitarian crisis of enormous proportions in Haiti, the Western Hemisphere's most vulnerable country. And they said they were willing to assist the Dominican Republic within the framework of the CARIFORUM grouping to identify a humanitarian approach to addressing the matter. And coming up next on JTV News. The public gets an opportunity to turn in any firearm without any questions asked before stiffer penalties kicks in for illegal weapons. Government transports water to Virgin Gorda to bring relief to residents suffering from water shortage. And Festival 2015 hits high gear with announcements of CCT BVI as platinum sponsors, top entertainers, and plans for this year's activities.